Help support the companies that support our community. After I got the lid off, I went ahead and took it out of the chuck and changed the jaws to a smaller set and spun it around. So I'm just going to use the expansion on the chuck to go ahead and hold on to it, and of course to bring the tailstock up to support it. So I always make the lids a little bit tighter than they need to be, and I let them sit in the house for a night or two and just let the wood move a little bit before doing the final sanding on that. So when you're doing something like this too, make sure, as far as cleaning off the foot of it, make sure you have the tailstock up as long as you can, because all that's holding on to it is that tenon and the jaws. So just be careful, go slow, take off little bits at a time. So I left the tailstock up till I absolutely didn't have to, just brought that point down and then used the handsaw, cut it off, and then use the #1 hauler to clean up the bottom of it and make sure it was cupped out. Then I went through just a couple of grits on the dry sandpaper before finishing it off with the oil. There we go. I believe it's acacia. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a beautiful piece of wood. So as far as the lid goes, it was tight when I popped it off of there. So I always make them a little bit tight like that, just so that if they do loosen up, I have a little bit of room to sand. So what I did is left it in the house for a couple nights, and then I just sanded that little lip right in there until it fit on there perfectly. It is 4 inches diameter and about 3.5 inches tall. So last week I mentioned I wanted to use the platform and my little Dremel tool. So it fits right in that little cradle. That little cradle, and I've been asked this several times, it's just a block of maple that I carved a couple little spot out for my burning tool. But the little Dremel I have is basically the same size, so it fits right in there. I just put some painter's tape over the top of it and it worked perfectly. So when you're doing like basket illusion stuff, you got a lot of free time to think about, ponder the life's mysteries and come up with stuff. So it was just something, it's super easy to do as far as doing all those holes, and it's just basically a simple pattern. You know, I put the center one in, I turned it one notch on the indexing system, put these two in, turned it another notch, so it's kind of an arrow shape. So, but it's something simple like that. It probably didn't take 10 minutes to do the whole box, and it's just nice little detail on it. But you can do the same thing with any pattern, come up with any pattern you want, and you can do the same thing with just a Dremel tool like that. And the bit on that is just I don't know what it's called. I will try and look it up online and figure out what it's called. I'll put it in the description, but it's just a little like a V-bit, I guess. But I'll try and get the number on it. So it just comes to a point there. But yeah, it's pretty much endless what you can do with it, or even, you know, just running a bead of them around here and using the indexing system, it would create a nice little detail. But fun stuff. So I did some boxes a couple of years ago. I will pop some pictures of those up, and I just freehanded those. I just drew out a picture, or there were a couple of them where I just printed off a picture, stuck it on the wood, and traced around it with this same bit, and just to create some neat patterns. But just nice little detail in boxes, or you can put it on anything. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you I'd love to see some pictures. My email is right down below in the description. If you do something like that, please email me a picture. I'd love to see it. Don't forget that the Craft Festival is coming up next weekend. I will put a link down below to that too. So we have a YouTube channel, and you can just go straight to that YouTube channel, and it will automatically just start playing the next video. When that one's over, it'll go right to the next channel. Everybody has it on their own channels, but it'll just keep rotating through all of the people that are on the Craft Festival. And we got some great people, so please go check that out, and I hope to see you next weekend. We will be live. We'll do it live on Saturday, and I'll have the times and everything down in the description. All right, everybody have a great weekend. Take care.